Hey guys, today's another segment. I usually call them the solo segments, whereby I just come here in front of the camera and start discussing about issues that are there in the society, about my own perspective that I think of how we should handle things. And due to the fact that our birthday, the Myles show birthday is coming up soon on the 19th of November, it's when we started the Myles show. And on this day it was on the day of International Men's Day, whereby we celebrated International Men's Day. And so again, we're celebrating the Myles show, which is coming up on the 19th of November. And for that reason, today we're discussing on a very important topic of which I love discussing. Remember guys, I love talking about men a lot. I like talking about how issues of men are in the society. I like talking about how men can improve themselves. And today I'm going to be talking about modern men, challenges that are there in the society. So just wish Myles show a happy birthday, because it's already 1 year and it's quite an amazing journey that I've had together with you, my guest, and you, my viewers out there, on this amazing journey. So just to start off, today we're going to be, like I said earlier, we're going to be discussing about modern men, challenges that are there in the society. And remember guys, this is my own perspective of views that I have of it in the society, how things happen. So if you have more to add, please comment there, the comment section more, and then we have a discussion about it. So first and foremost, first modern man challenge that is there in the 20th century is that most men don't have a definition about themselves. What do I mean by this? What I mean about this is that men don't have an identity of who they are, a clear picture of what they can do, and that's a challenge men have out there. For example, as a man, you might think, what should I do? What is my career? What is my path? What should I pursue? What do I like? What's my passion? It's a challenge for most men out there. And this is something that I believe that you should just have a sit down, or what I usually say, have a try and error, whereby you explore so many things. You look at your talent, you look at what you like to do, you look at what you're very vocal about, and then try to dive into it and try to polish that thing up. You may never know your future until you go there to the market, you explore yourself. Remember, failing is a part of life. Failing is a way of you to grow in life. So just go there, explore what you can do, and then by the end of it, you'll have a niche of what you want to pursue and become good at it. So just don't fear about it. Just go there and do what you can. Another challenge that men have is isolation. Most men are really isolated in the society, even at home. For example, a very common scenario is that fathers, the strict parents, father figures that are there, most time these fathers, when they go to work, the kids are very happy. Everyone is very jovial at home when the father is not around. But when they come, the first thing everybody does is take whatever they were, if it's food, they take and then go straight to their rooms. That's isolation, even in your own home. So there's something about isolation in men that is there, even in the society, even in the community. For example, if you're not a successful man, you'll be isolated. Nothing you say will mean anything to anyone whenever you try and communicate. Even if it's something that can help a community, something that can help a family, people will not listen to you. There's isolation for men. If you don't have, especially finances to offer, you have not of any value in the society or at home in general. Another challenge that is there is most men lack vulnerability. They do not have a safe place to go. They don't have a place whereby they can talk it out. They don't have a place whereby they can, vent to, because men go through challenges. Everyone goes through challenges in life, that is. And everyone needs a place where they can vent to. So most men lack these places. Most men lack safe place whereby they can talk about their issues, talk about their hard life, because another thing about society has made that men to believe they have to be tough. Men are not supposed even to cry. Men are not supposed to feel any type of emotional distress in any kind of way. So that's another thing. Men lack vulnerability around their society, around where they stay. Also, another challenge men have is that before they die. Remember that everybody dies one day, or everybody dies at the end of their lifetime rather, and is that men have a challenge of trying to create a name for them, a legacy, of which it's something that I'd advocate for you to try and pursue, to create a name, to create a legacy whereby people can remember, oh, Myles did this and this, oh, so and so did this and this. So a challenge that men have is to create a name for themselves, something they've done in the community. And there's nothing wrong if you do not have a name for yourself, because the world is changing. There's a different approaches of life. There's different, challenges in life that is there. So you trying to create a name for yourself should not be a priority, in the sense that you can create a name for yourself at home with your family. Because if you become a good father, for example, and you have generational wealth that you've created for your kids, for your grandkids, and also you've created a lineage from your name of which your family stays and lives well, I believe that's a name, that's a legacy that you can bring about. Of which I mean is that if you have a legacy of creating a stable family, that's a legacy to me. So remember that you creating a name or a legacy does not mean that you have to be known by the world generally, no. But it's what you can do for your family at that time. That's what really matters for you. So, and also again, men face obstacles which they struggle to get past. A good example is alcoholism, stress, depression, rape trauma. Also men get raped out there, etc. And also trauma. For example, if you are robbed at gunpoint, for example, that's trauma that can lead to it, because maybe I've never experienced a gunpoint, type of robbery. That is a trauma that can lead for you. And men face these obstacles and struggle with it because they become quiet. Remember I said men do not have a vulnerability, a safe place whereby they can vent to. And now this alcoholism, stress, depression, rape can eat them up because they don't have a safe place. These are some of the struggles that men face. And also when it comes to rape, I can really advocate for this. If you are a man and you get raped, please speak it out. If someone laughs at you, then just F them, because this is your life. As their profession as it is, they're supposed to help you. If you run to someone who's professional, for example, a doctor, a police officer, if they do not help you whenever you face this challenge of being a rape victim, and they start laughing at you, then that's unethical of them, and they're supposed to help you. So don't be ashamed about it. Remember here, first and foremost, your mental health is at risk, and also your health is at risk. And whenever those two are at risk, you don't care about what people think, what people say about you, but you just think about yourself at that point of view. Okay? Another challenge is that men live their lives stuck on autopilot. I've ever mentioned about being autopilot, These with the men are going through the emotions of living without really feeling alive. We're just there for the feeling. You're just there to be there. You don't have a plan. You don't. For example, there's this notion that men are providers. Okay, it is true. Men are providers, and we do not deny that. But to live in a situation whereby you believe that you are the only one supposed to provide, whereby your partner can come in and help you, that's on autopilot. You believe that your only thing for you to live in this world is for you to take care of people and not take care of yourself. That's autopilot move, and you don't need that. So that's something most men suffer from. And then living with very little intentions on a daily basis, e.g. work to home. You just go to work and then the next thing you go home, period. You don't do anything to improve on your life. You don't, for example, I'm sure everybody has a talent. You don't even take time to improve on your talent. You don't even take time to improve on your physical fitness. There's so many things that you as a man can do, and you can improve yourself. I see it in a lot of women whereby they do so many things, not just work and home. They do so many things. They do so many things to improve on themselves. They go for seminars. They go for mentorship programs. They try and do things that can, improve their lives. For example, also I see women, take a chance and open, businesses. Even if they are employed, they try and elevate themselves. And I also believe that men should also do that too. And then the cycle repeats itself, thus creating boredom. That's a boredom for men. Work home, or maybe you go to school just for you to retire at an unemployment basis. That's not living life. You have to go there. You have to take time off. You have to go for vacation. You have to try and live a little, do something. Try and improve yourself physically, mentally, and also emotionally. Okay. And also, men face unrealistic expectations due to negative society ideals. Like for example, the society expects men to earn more than women, regardless of the situation. We are in a modern time whereby a lady can be your boss, and definitely if she's the boss and you're the one who has been employed, you don't expect to earn the same as her or even more than her. Also, the value of your work also depends with it. So the expectations of the society to believe that a man should earn more money than a woman regardless of what they do, it's an unrealistic expectations, because you're paid to what you offer. Another thing is that men are expected to be the best all round, whether it's physically, mentally, socially. Men are perceived to live like robots, without any without any feelings, and that's wrong, because you cannot be always physically strong, you cannot always be mentally strong, you cannot always be emotionally strong. Everyone has their ups and downs. That's the way of life. You don't expect everything to be the same. Also, men, lastly is that we see men are facing negative image or stereotyping from the media. What do I mean about this? Men are always the object of criticism, especially in rape cases, forgetting that the man may be a victim as well. Men are also considered guilty until proven innocent, since the media has portrayed the men as evil, vicious, aggressive, and something that cannot be controlled or is out of control. And that's quite wrong, okay? The media has also, even you've seen in some films or some animations whereby you see men are always perceived to be this lazy, dads at home. Most times I always see also in the media of scenarios whereby deadbeat fathers are always being criticized, and there are good fathers out there. There are good single fathers who take, responsibility of their kids, and they do not leave out anyone. So that's something also the media has portrayed wrong about men, and it's not there, because I believe there's so many great men out there. Your brother can be among them, your father can be among them, your spouse can be among them, your boyfriend can be among them. Not all men are bad, as they always say. Men are trash and men are dogs and whatever, but there are good men out there. So that's it about the challenges that modern men face in the society as of now. And I hope from everyone who's watching this, both men and women, that you take the initiative and try and help men out there to change these perspectives of men in the society that is there. Because for women, you'll have a son soon, and if you don't have a son yet, but you'll have a son soon. And for those who already have sons, these are the challenges your son will face in the near future. So this one is for both men and women, and we need to take the initiative to to stand up to this to these societal issues or societal criticism that men face. And then, last but not least, I want to thank all the men that have always been trying to contact me, trying to to get a perspective of life. Please do so. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you, and also you can help me one or another. So let's join hands and do the right thing. That's all we had for today. Thank you for joining this episode with me here. I'm your host, Myles Gicheru. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, subscribe.